You think leadership in collapse comes from rank, weapons, or charisma. It doesn't. It comes from 6 skills you already have or should have had before it all went dark. Right now, you imagine the survivors in charge will be the loudest, the toughest, the most tactical. Wrong. The real power goes to the person who knows how to fix a broken valve, calm a panicked crowd, read the weather without an app, or make fire under a monsoon sky. Because when the lights go out and the system fails, survival becomes a chain, and everyone clings to whoever can keep the next link from breaking. It's not about dominance. It's about utility. And the ones who know how to do what others can't, they don't just survive, they lead. You think leadership is about power, gear, guns, charisma, size. You're wrong. When collapse hits, when phones go dark, water stops running, and people start organizing into threat clusters. No one cares about your Amazon cart or your voice on social media. No one's looking for speeches. They're looking for function. Because in real-world collapse, the only people who rise to the top aren't warriors or saviors. They're operators. People with 6 skills so ordinary, you probably never train them. People who don't panic, who organize chaos, who reduce fear per second while everyone else is spiraling. And if you don't know what those skills are, you won't just lose your chance to lead. You'll follow someone who shouldn't be in charge. Let's break it down. Collapse isn't cinematic. It's neurochemical. Fear spikes. Cortisol floods the system. People freeze. And in that freeze, one person moves. Not because they're brave, because they know what to do. Every disaster studied Haiti, Fukushima, Katrina, Venezuela shows the same truth. Leadership emerges from calm execution, not noise. That person isn't yelling. They're assigning tasks, moving resources, establishing perimeter, checking injuries, not wasting motion. And that's when people start deferring without realizing it. Because under pressure, humans gravitate toward perceived stability. In chaos, function equals authority. Forget combat. The first real leader in a collapse isn't the one with the weapon. It's the one who knows how to move food, water, people, and gear with zero waste. Basic logistics. In peacetime, it's a boring job title. In collapse, it's the spine of survival. You know what kills most improvised groups? Not gunfights, not starvation, inefficiency. People hoard in the wrong places, burn fuel without backup, double up tasks, miss supply counts, and when that happens, morale dies. But the logistics-minded survivor, they set up a supply chain, designate roles, coordinate scavenging, build routines, without even trying. They lead, because the person who controls flow controls direction. In collapse, logistics isn't boring, it's command. You don't need to be a surgeon. You just need to keep people from dying of preventable injuries. In real collapse, it's not bullet wounds that kill first. It's infections, untreated lacerations, shock, dehydration, bad water. The person who knows how to stop bleeding, manage fever, splint a limb, rehydrate a child, that person becomes invaluable. And here's the psychology. When you can stabilize someone's body, you stabilize their group. People rally around the medic. They follow them. They listen. Not because of charisma, because losing them means everyone else becomes more likely to die. If you can keep people breathing, you outrank fear. This isn't about giving speeches. This is about giving orders short, clear, cold, and calm. The kind of orders that cut through adrenaline and make people move. In collapse, panic garbles speech. People forget how to process language. But you don't talk fast. You talk sharp. Barricade that door. You two sweep upstairs. No lights. Move. This kind of communication bypasses the limbic system and forces clarity. And here's the tactical edge. The clearer you sound, the more people assume you know what you're doing, which means they stop debating you. They execute. In a crisis, clarity is command. Every collapse zone has choke points, blind spots, dead zones, ambush paths. Most people never see them even when they're walking straight into them. But you've already mapped it. Not with GPS, with observation. You remember which alleys curve, which rooftops have access ladders, which buildings have basements, where light reflects, where echoes distort. You've built a mental grid of the area, a survival radar. That's how you stay 3 moves ahead. And when people realize you see what they don't, they start falling in line. The one who sees the field writes the playbook. Collapse turns every argument into a potential execution. Stress amplifies emotion. Hunger erases rationality. One wrong look and someone's pulling a knife. But if you can walk into that fire and calm it without weakness, you're the fuse cutter. You interrupt fights before they start. You see the early signals. You know which words make people explode and which ones lower the temperature. You become the difference between cohesion and fragmentation. That makes you not just useful, it makes you vital. If you can stop a fight, you control who starts them. You don't flinch, you don't yell. Your body language is anchored. Your breathing stays slow. And that does something primal to the group. They entrain to you. It's called limbic anchoring, a neuroscience phenomenon where unstable nervous systems calibrate to the nearest stable one. In collapse, the calmest person becomes the baseline. People copy their tempo, mirror their cues, and eventually follow their orders. This isn't charisma, it's regulation. Your calm becomes a weapon. If you control the temperature of the room, you control everything inside it. When you combine these 6, you don't become a leader. You become the gravity, the one who assigns roles in the first 10 minutes, the one who builds protocols around food, noise, movement, and light discipline, the one who stops fights before they ignite, the one with the map, the calm voice, the person others defer to not because they like you, but because it's safer to follow you than not. That's how control happens, not through domination, through function. Collapse crowns whoever removes the most fear per second. Here's the part no one tells you. These skills, they don't just save others, they shape you. Under pressure, you either become the one people turn to or the one looking around, desperate for someone who knows what to do. These 6 skills reveal your default settings under threat. Do you panic or stabilize? Do you react or calculate? Do you escalate or contain? Because when the lights die, there is no neutral. You are either ballast or burden. When the world collapses, people look in one direction towards stability. Will they see you? Strength fades, gear breaks, plans disintegrate. But these 6 skills, they don't require batteries. They don't rust. They don't attract looters. And they're the difference between being led or being followed. When everything falls apart, ordinary becomes power, and either you wield it or someone else will. In the end, survival isn't about who shouts loudest. It's about who stays functional the longest. Right now, which of these 6 skills do you actually have? If the grid died tonight, would anyone look to you, or would you be looking to them? And when order collapses, will you be the one who sets it or follows whatever replaces it? Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, and share this briefing with someone who still thinks leadership comes from weapons. Our other breakdowns should be appearing on your screen now. Watch them next, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new briefing.